Hi guys, Ali Taylor here, and today I'm going to be testing Tiger Woods' brand new golf ball, the Bridgestone Tour B XS. Right, so Tiger Woods is known, obviously as a great player, but known to be a real stickler about his equipment. And when Nike stopped making golf clubs and golf balls, you know, there was a big scramble with lots and lots of players moving to different brands. We saw a huge number of guys kind of that were with Nike maybe return to Titleist. So a number of the guys moved to TaylorMade with their TP5. But it was very interesting, I thought, that Tiger Woods moved to Bridgestone. Now, when he started talking about that, he actually spoke about one of the biggest influences for him was that Bridgestone had actually made his golf ball since 2000. And the uproar was unbelievable. You know, Tiger Woods had been getting paid by Nike, he had got a swoosh on his golf ball. But what he actually meant was that Bridgestone actually make a lot of the golf balls for a lot of the manufacturers in their golf ball plant. Now, because of that, Bridgestone plant was actually making the Nike golf balls. So he was playing the Nike golf ball, but it was obviously made on Bridgestone facilities. So it was interesting that he felt the development of golf ball, that they maybe had what he wanted. Last year he played the Tour B XS, and this is the newer version. So what he spoke about was that he grew up in an era where the golf ball did spin a little bit more. He could maybe shape the ball a little bit more when he wanted. And certainly, he's very often putted with quite a firm feel putter. So he wanted something nice and soft off the face. So as they worked on designing the golf ball, this is the golf ball that came out as his ideal performance. So as you go on the Bridgestone website, you can actually do a quick ball fit yourself. There's a few different ways you can do it. Obviously, I've got TrackMan, so I know my launch conditions. So I managed to put in all my information into there. And as I ran through, you could actually see that this was the golf ball also that came out on top for me. So I did have a game of golf a couple of days ago before doing this video, and I was very, very impressed with how the ball performed. But for me, I'm always interested to see how the numbers kind of stack up to the performance. So I'm going to do my usual review where I hit 7-iron, driver and half swings with lob wedge. But Tiger really spoke about the importance of a bit more spin on the shorter shots as well. So I'm going to hit a couple of very short ones at the end, and let's just see how this ball reacts. And is Bridgestone a golf ball manufacturer that you guys should be really, really considering on playing these type of golf balls? So let's start this ball review, how I start every ball review, just hitting stock 7-irons, see what those numbers are like, up to driver, little partial wedge shots, and then for me, particularly with what Tiger's talked about with that softer feel and really high spin on short game, just some very, very short little shots just to see how that ball feels and how it performs. But to start with, let's just go stock 7-irons. So when I look at those 7-irons, not really anything different from what I would expect with my golf ball that I currently play, the Titleist Pro V1X. I think we're looking at round about that 165 carry, round about that 6,000 spin, which I know is a little on the low side, but that's very much down to the loft of my 7-iron. But I would say, generally speaking, that is a good high spinning golf ball. Couldn't honestly say, particularly with these irons, that it felt soft as I was hitting those shots, just because I think my irons do feel a little bit on the firm side. But all in all, 7-iron performance, absolutely what I would be looking for. Right, so that's going to move us into driver. And like I said at the start of the video, I've actually played a round of golf with this. So there was no numbers as such when you're on the golf course, but I did notice, even though it was blowing quite a lot, the ball didn't really seem to move too much differently than I think I'd hit the shot. So it did look nice and stable in the wind, but let's just see if it is a slightly higher spinning golf ball, do we see that with driver? So we can see on the averages there, probably my club head speed just a couple of mile an hour down, as it always is. And it does say that this golf ball may be 105 plus. But I've tried to hit a couple of little draws, couple of pushes, couple of fades. But you can see there, maybe for me, that golf ball just spins a tiny bit more than I would normally do, which is where my carry's back only a few yards and total back a few yards. Now, I think particularly for Tiger, lots of club head speed, maybe not as much as he'd like nowadays, but if he's sacrificing maybe those couple of yards off the tee, I don't think that's a problem for him if he feels he can work the ball how he wants, still get the ball a good distance, and from the fairway, we know he's one of the best iron players ever. So, for me, when you talk about feel, yes, I think it's nice if the ball feels that bit softer off the irons and the driver, but it's certainly when you get into the wedges, and certainly when you bounce that on there, I would probably say that's one of the softer balls that I've tested out the premium range. So very, very soft feeling. Now the interesting thing for me is in my testing, I haven't always seen that something that feels soft spins a lot. So it'll be interesting on these little pitches and then maybe some shorter shots, how much spin this actually generates. Now that's where it's really interesting for me because that's definitely a little bit more spin than I would normally see, and it would definitely back up what I saw on the golf course the other day. Some of those little half swings with my 60 degree, I really felt the ball grabbed and came back a little bit more towards me. So I think when you're looking for a golf ball like Tiger is, straight away we're starting to see the characteristics he likes. He likes something that feels soft off the club. He likes something that spins a bit more. You know, having grown up in the era he did, the golf ball definitely spun more, so he feels that this golf ball possibly gives him the best of everything. It kind of spins like a very old golf ball might have done, but still is nice and stable in the wind and has the technology in there that the longer shots he's getting the maximum that he can, but really getting that control. So I'm going to hit just a couple of slightly shorter shots and let's just see how that golf ball reacts. So we can see there, even on a little 24-yard carry shot, still nearly 4,500 spin. Now that is lots and lots of spin, even if I open the club face up a bit, which normally I'd be relying on higher and softer, still 5,000 spin. And I definitely saw on the golf course the other day that I was probably able to be a little bit more aggressive with some of those shorter shots because I could get the ball spinning that little bit more. And again, nearly 5,000 spin on a little short pitch. Right then guys, so you can see from the numbers there, I mean, I would say that probably for me performs absolutely perfectly for what I'm looking for a golf ball. Now, I might do another video where I go head to head and maybe go through the bag with my current ball, the Titleist Pro V1X, and this. but I was very, very impressed with how it felt, and certainly on those shorter shots how it performed. Now when you listened to how Tiger talks about picking his ball, I think it absolutely ticks all the boxes. Now also the other day was the match part 2, and Tiger was swinging it great, but really you could see on those short game shots how he's got a golf ball now that's really reacting how he wants, and I think he's going to be a real contender if he can stay fit whenever he tees it up. So guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, like it, share it, comment below, and I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you're interested to know which Bridgestone golf ball would be best suited for your game, pop over to the website and have a little play on the ball analyzer. A few of the manufacturers are doing this now, but very, very interesting how maybe just slightly different things in your golf game could change what golf ball you play. And after all, it's the only piece of equipment you play every single shot. So I do think golf ball is a really, really key part of what goes in your bag. So if you have enjoyed today's video and you don't currently subscribe, please click the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.